So Pastor Wheeler will. Yes, Pastor Steve, what you got here?
Oh, I got several questions for you here tonight. Okay, let's first of all start with firstborn son of the Egyptians whose life was taken during that 10th plague. Can you comment a little bit about the significance of the firstborn son?
Right. So our group was talking about this to some degree. And Esther, I want to publicly thank Esther for finding the verse. So if you want to open your Bibles to Exodus 4, verse 23, Exodus 4, verse 23, we are dealing with the question about the firstborn of people and livestock. That's kind of an ongoing refrain in Exodus chapter 12. And the question is there anything earlier that addresses that? And the answer is in chapter 4, verse 23, this is what Moses is to say to Pharaoh. You can see that in verse 22. Let my son go. Now, my son here is going to stand for Israel, who's the firstborn son. You can see that in verse 22. So they're symbolically, right? Israel is God's firstborn son, which implies there's more children in the family, right? Like Ninevites and Edomites and Amalekites. They're a missional people, is the idea, all right? So back in 4:23, let my son go, the firstborn Israel, that he may serve me. If you refuse to let him go, behold, I will kill your firstborn son. So Pharaoh was warned long before any of the plagues started. So this warning in chapter 4:23 then tells us that the whole event just didn't appear out of nowhere. Like Pharaoh was warned. Yeah. So yes, we've got another one from the local, the Bishop of Edina, Minnesota.
We can't let you down here. So I have it on very good authority that Joel 2:25 might be one of Dr. Reed Lessing's favorite passages. Could you tell us why? Because it's a very odd passage that might be your favorite, but knowing a little bit about why it is, I think the rest of the group might benefit.
Yes, no, thank you very much. He's throwing all these, slow pitch softballs to me. So hopefully I can get a bunt single. That was your memory verse, right? Joel 2:25. I will shalom the years the locusts have eaten. And maybe you're saying, well, the only thing I know about locusts in the Bible is John the Baptist ate them, right? So the book of Joel, some of you probably know, in chapter 1 envisions a locust plague. And the word there, in most of your English versions, says, I will restore the years the locusts have eaten. But the Hebrew word there would be shalom, shalom, which is a good way, again, to understand shalom is more restoration and repair, right, than simply a kind of a quiet, peaceful feeling, right? It's that, but it's that because you've been restored. So we have all had locusts, right, metaphorically speaking, devour and eat up, right, years of our lives. And God's promise is that he will restore those years. They won't be in vain. God will restore that in such a way that you'll look back and say, I see what you were doing all along. Good. Any other questions? Oh, good. And what is your name?
Judy.
Nice to meet you.
And you too. My question or comment that I'm addressing here is the picture that you showed us, the painting of Thomas with a finger in Jesus' side.
Thank you. Boy, we have responsive people in the back. Right. Thank you very much, Don.
But what I couldn't help but notice is Thomas's eyes are looking away, not at Jesus. Is there a message there? Is there anything written from the painter as to his motivation for that? Or do you have thoughts on that?
That's a wonderful question. And many paintings, right, have subtle messages. I'm reminded of Rembrandt's 17th century painting, about 1660, The Storm on the Sea of Galilee. So how many people were in the boat in the storm on the Sea of Galilee, like at the end of Mark chapter 4? Well, 13, right? The 12 and Jesus. Rembrandt puts how many people in the boat? 14. 14. Well, who's that 14th person? You. Me, right? All right. So there are those kinds of dynamics here. I'm not aware of Caravaggio's, if that is actually a looking away or it's looking into the hole in Jesus' side. What is interesting, though, so I don't know the answer to that. What's interesting, if you take a close look, Caravaggio has placed dirt in Thomas's fingernails. So when Caravaggio painted this, Christian paintings were very stylized. That's to say, you had halos around people and you had kind of heavenly clouds. So he broke completely new ground by painting religious Christian artwork that is very realistic, very realistic. So that much I know. Right. Okay.